The topic for today is our environment. Objectives. After this module, students can explain the components of the ecosystem. They are abiotic components and the biotic components. Define food chain. Explain the three different types of food chains. Define ecological pyramid. Explain biomagnification. Components of the ecosystem. You will be able to recall that any ecosystem should have two basic components, the non-living components and the living components interacting with each other. The non-living components are also called as abiotic components. They represent the physical, chemical and climatic conditions operating in the environment. Physical factors include air, light, heat, water and soil. Chemical factors are represented by the various organic and inorganic substances whether required or not required by living organisms. For example, iron ore, acid rain, manure, zinc and copper. Climatic factors are represented by rainfall and hurricanes. The living components are also called as biotic components. They are represented by plants, animals, bacteria and fungi. You know that plants are described as autotrophs since they are capable of manufacturing their own food. Hence, green plants in land ecosystem and algae in aquatic ecosystem are described as producers. Animals are heterotrophs since they cannot prepare their own food and readily consume what is available. Hence, in any ecosystem, animals are described as consumers. You know that animals differ in their food habits. There are animals which feed only on plants and they are called herbivores. In the ecosystem, herbivores are described as primary consumers. There are animals which obtain their food by eating herbivores. They are described as secondary consumers. The deer or cattle may become food for lions or tigers. A kind of nutritional relationship where the food energy is getting transferred from one trophic level to another is called a food chain. In any kind of food chain, producers represent the first trophic level and different levels of consumers represent the successive trophic levels. In an ideal situation, a food chain will have a maximum of 3 or 4 trophic levels. Types of food chains. Grazing or herbivorous food chains where the primary consumers are plant-eating animals. Most of the food chains in our ecosystem belong to this category. Such food chains is also known as predatory food chains. Detrivorous food chain. This food chain occurs where the primary consumer is a detrivore. Ants, termites, earthworms, millipedes and crabs are detrivores because they feed on detritus. It refers mainly to fallen leaves, parts of dead trees and similar kinds of organic matter. Let's take an example. Detritus is eaten by earthworms and birds take them up and eat them as their prey. This is an example for detrivorous food chain. Since most organisms feed on more than one kind of food item, every organism at each trophic level becomes linked to several food chains at the same time. Thus, in every ecosystem, we have a complex network of interconnected food chains forming a food web. Ecological pyramids. You have now understood the nutritional relationship between the organisms at different trophic levels. These relationships not only involve energy but also the number of individuals and their biomass at each trophic level. It is possible to graphically represent these relationships which assume the shape of the pyramid. Such graphical representations are called as ecological pyramids. In an ecological pyramid, producers occupy the base and the different levels of consumers occupy the successive tiers. A pyramid constructed based on the numbers of individuals occupying a given trophic level at a given period of time is called pyramid of numbers. In most of the ecosystems, for most of the food chains, the pyramid of numbers will be upright since the number of individuals at the successive trophic levels keeps on decreasing. A pyramid constructed taking into view the biomass, which is the dry weight of all the matter in organisms at each trophic level, is called a pyramid of biomass. For most of the food chains, the pyramid of biomass will be upright. In some aquatic food chains, it may be inverted. In pyramid of biomass, there is an increase of biomass in higher trophic level than the lower trophic level. Hence the pyramid is inverted. The phytoplankton is lesser and is consumed by zooplankton. The zooplankton is lesser and are eaten by aquatic fishes. A pyramid constructed on the basis of the amount of energy fixed at each level is called pyramid of energy. In any ecosystem, for any food chain, the pyramid of energy will always be upright. You have already learned that the amount of usable energy available at each trophic level is about 10% of the energy that was available at the previous trophic level. This idea is very much accordance with the laws of thermodynamics. Biomagnification. In food chains, it is not just the nutrients that get transferred. Several toxic substances may be entered from one trophic level to another. In most of these cases, the concentration of toxic substances increases as they pass to higher trophic levels. Such an increase in the concentration of the toxic substance or a pollutant with every link in the food chain is called biological magnification or biomagnification. The most familiar example of biomagnification is the gradual increase in the concentration of DDT in the trophic levels in several food chains. Indiscriminate use of DDT as an insecticide, especially for eradicating mosquitoes, has now resulted in DDT being detected in small fishes and predatory birds. Thank you. Please like, share, comment and subscribe our channel.